Hello everyone, welcome back to Kildane's Customs episode excuse me, episode 17. And we're going to be looking at 4 characters today. Those being Edward, Henry, Nia, and Marion. So let's get into it. To start off, we have Edward. This is the Brio model from, I believe, 1996. So what I did to him is I repainted the windows. I had the Ertl model next to me as a reference, so I got the windows pretty much correct. Yes, the whistle's off center, and it doesn't really bug me though, but it's just a funny little detail there. The back of the cab was painted black to show like a quote-unquote interior. Same with the tender, and even though this isn't like on the prop, the back of the Ertl model has this painted black. Almost, it's like a hidden area with a little box in there. Like that's the molded detail on the Ertl model. And then the running board was painted white, eyes were repainted, front buffer beam was repainted, and the the buffer beam on the tender was also repainted. And then the magnet is just a little push pin that I have in there. My Brio James has that too. You'll see that in a future Kildane's Customs. But yeah, that's it for Edward. Now on to Henry. So Henry has a lot of the same modifications as Edward. Repainted tender buffer beam, added detail on the back of the tender. Front of the tender and the back of the cab are painted black. Running board repainted white. And then the biggest change that I made to this model, he gained a top feed. I just cut down a toothpick, wood glued it onto the boiler, and then put wood filler around it and painted it up. That it looks almost like part of the model now. Like it actually was on, it looks like it was actually on it from the factory. White running board, don't know if I already said that. And then whistle, and then the windows again pulled from the Ertl model as a reference. And then the face, it's interesting because Henry's eyebrows are actually off center, so that's kind of funny. Oop. Let's get a close up of that for you guys. And yeah, that is it for Henry. Really happy to have these two finished. Gordon and James should be finished at some point, either this weekend or early next week. But yeah, keep a lookout for that. Next up, we have 2 characters that that are unknown if they're gonna appear in Adventures on the Rails, but figured why not add them anyway. We got Nia, who I literally just finished this morning. So let's start. Her left, one of her left drive wheels, there we go, just the paint had chipped off, so I repainted it and then gloss coated it. I oiled her axles as well to stop her from squeaking because it's metal on plastic, so this annoying thing happens where she squeaks if she's not like rolling on the track. Like if she's rolling on the carpet, she would squeak. But yeah, repainted her cab roof, gave her a rear buffer beam, repainted the front buffer beam, gave her a black running board, and fixed up and painted up her Westinghouse pump. And then gloss Mod Podge clear coat for Nia. Same thing on Edward and Henry. But yeah, also sorry if I'm jumbling up my words a little bit. I am honestly very tired. But yeah, now on to the final custom. And here is Marion, the last custom of this segment, or for this particular episode per se. So this is just a TWR Marion with the top of a thumbtack used for the funnel, and the shovel from the Trackmaster 2 Rebecca. Same thing I used on my Brio Diesel 10. Well, the same. They came from the same thing basically, but yeah, I just detailed the heck out of her arm and then knocked out the original shovel. and cut this one down, stuck it in there. But before, when I made it, it was a lot tall. The thumbtack was just the full thing. It wasn't cut down like this. And then this was also a lot longer, so she had a lot of trouble going through tunnels, but that has since been fixed. But yeah, the movement is really good. There's actually a piece of like one of those Lego rods holding the shovel in place, which is just glued into one of the original mounting points for the shovel that came stock with this model. And then the buffer beam, the front and rear buffer beams were repainted, and then she has a gloss Mod Podge clear coat. And for those of you wondering, I do gloss for the steam engines and matte for the diesels and rolling stock, except I am going to do a gloss coat if and when I update my Wooden Railway Daisy, because we never see her dirty in the show. But yeah, let me just reach over and grab Diesel 10 so I can do the showcase thing too. And yeah, let me just get Nia off from the main line. And then, but yeah, Diesel 10, the claw came from the same TM2 Rebecca pack. I show this guy off way too much, but I am like really, really proud of him. He's like one of the best customs I have ever made. But yeah, the claw was from the pack. Arm was from a coat hanger, and the mounting points for the arm to go on to the rotating thing, the name escapes me, but those are just all Lego pieces, a rod and then two studs with holes in the center that were shaved down. And then rear buffer beam, windows, and then the paint that I had wasn't like an exact match, but it's close enough. And then the faces on the Brio models, like, damn, they're like so accurate to the TV series, except for Toby, who has Mavis's face, but that's beside the point. But yeah, that is the custom showcase number 17 of Killdane's Customs completed, with 4 customs and a surprise 5th one. But yeah, that's all that, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.